So yeah, welcome to a game called Breachway, which will be linked in the description below. And it's a standard demo disclaimer here, so yeah, don't be surprised if you see any wonky things in this game. And yeah. Also, this is the default sound settings, and it's pretty nice that the dev actually thought ahead and thought about the headphone users here. So we're not suffering from the whole blasting your eardrums out because the dev forgot to account for us headset users. Anyways, let's get into this game and stop waffling on and on and on about the sound issues that this game doesn't have. You said a jolt waits you as you hear the distinct beeping of doors opening. As reality creeps back in, you slowly recognize your surroundings, the trance confines of recorders on the Atlas. And the captain wants to see us on the command deck. There's an unusual flurry of activity as you enter the command deck. The captain studying the data feed on one of the consoles beckons the two of you over. And our infrared sensors detected a large explosion in Solari space, right where one of their research stations is located. Whatever they were up to, it looks like it didn't go as planned. Maybe it might have been a supernova type explosion or something like that. So this might be our big break then, a chance to turn the scavenging mission around and not go home empty-handed. It could be we're closer to the station than any of the Solari fleets in the system. We can't trust approaching with the Atlas, however, as it would be picked up by police scanners and we'd be done for. A small ship like the Magpie, though, launched at our current speed could get there undetected. I'll run on minimal reactor capacity, only using maneuvering thrusters for flight path adjustments. With all due respect, sir, the fireworks will likely attract other scavengers by the time we get there. Which is why the lieutenant here is tasked with protecting the Magpie in case things go south. I'll assemble a team while you make the necessary preparations. Report to the docking bay in 30 minutes. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. So this is the ship's status screen. It can view statistics such as number and types of hard planes, starting equipment, and crew. Each piece of equipment contains a few starting cards and has a capacity to add more cards as you play. Equipment requires an assigned crew member to function. If you want a better look at your ship, you can orbit the camera while keeping the left mouse button pressed and use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. Once you are done inspecting your ship, click the Accept button in the ship selection window to proceed. So yeah, and I think this is the Magpie. And I'm pretty sure this is a Starfighter equivalent ship. Rather than our YT-1300 ship. aka the Millennium Falcon. So right, so let's get this ship on the road. Alright, if we just follow the nav points I laid out, we should be at the wreckage in almost 2 days, then we rendezvous back with the Atlas. We just head to the asteroid belt as much as we can to avoid detection. Easy, I really don't see why the captain decided to put you in charge of my ship. Why don't you tell him while we are on this mission, this is your new captain. And yep. So, let's go here first. And your console flashes a warning indicating combat near your flight path. Not long after, the infrared sensors flare as the ship explodes. The remaining ship changes course, heading in your direction. And yeah. Yep, time to prepare for combat. And make it double. Run franchise. So, yeah. This is your hand of cards displaying the actions you can take each turn. Each card requires resources to play, shown it as a number in the lower part of the card, so that's this number right here. The colored number next to the icon indicates your current energy, so that's this right here. The white number shows your energy income at the start of the next turn. Resources carry over between turns, so that's good. And enemy actions are based on their equipment. Each piece of equipment has a card slot indicating the next action. Turns gain 1 pip each turn. When all pips are filled, the turret's border turns white, signaling it will be played on the next turn. Okay, so you can play cards by dragging and dropping them over the crosshair region. Attack the enemy ship by playing 2 slice cards to advance. So... yeah... oh, so that's, that. How you do that? Just, drag and drop. And yep. And press the end turn to advance to your enemy's turn. And shields are your primary defense, with each shield point blocking 1 damage. Shields have at the start of each turn, so deploy shield cards just before an enemy attack for maximum effectiveness. And the enemy ship is about to attack, play a block card to prevent hull damage from the enemy's upcoming attack. And yeah, that's how you do that. After playing the card, it moves to your cooldown pile. Cooldown duration is indicated by a number next to the card icon on the card. Once off cooldown, it will return to your drop pile. Press the tab key or click on the card status UI for an overview of cards in your drop pile, in your hand, or on cooldown. Right, so... I think I'll just go for pure damage this round. Except I'm not able to because I'm broke. Right, so let's just end the turn. And there goes our shield. Resistant effects on your ship appear above your card hand. Some effects last for a set number of turns, while others have an upkeep condition you have to meet each turn to maintain the effect. So, let's see, now... block! Okay, so that's on cooldown, so we can't play that. Okay, target lock. And then slice. And yeah. And I guess I'm gonna end the turn. With this button on the tab key. Okay, so... block.
Shields up, Captain.
And slice. And end the turn. So yeah, this is quite riveting gameplay. So let's see. Now, slow. Actually, let's go for block.
Shields up, Captain.
And block. Again, I need to stop pressing the tab key to end the turn because I don't know why I think the tab key is in turn when it's not. So, slice. And there goes the ship. Boom. And we did 25 of whatever those things are. Probably the currency. Okay, the area is starting to get pretty lively. We should expect more combat on our approach to these stations. Looks like we're not the only ones stupid enough to raid a Solari facility. Too late to hide our presence now, asking for permission to restore the reactor's ordnance protocol that should allow us to squeeze some more power out of it. It will also improve our laser photons output. Permission granted, will need more firepower. Proceed. You don't have access to the ordnance resource. Ordnance is the main resource for attacks. Open your ship's status screen to inspect your ordnance. So let's click on the ordnance resource to add your extra reactor power to it. And right click on energy twice to remove 2 power from it. Left click twice to add the 2 power to ordnance. Right, so that takes care of that. And click on the button again to close the ship status. Waypoint neutral. Yep, looks like we're dealing with pirates. So, are we going to be tossing the pirates out the airlock as soon as we capture them, or do they get a trial? Before being tossed out the airlock. And you can redistribute reactor power anytime in combat. Right click on a resource type to remove 1 power unit, left click to add. This lets you shift your resource income to suit your needs. Warning, adding 1 power to a resource generates 1 heat. Heat changes take place after playing the next card. And ships have a heat resistance and dissipation value. Resistance is the amount of heat a ship can safely sustain before overheating. Dissipation is the amount of heat removed at the end of each turn. Right, got it. And every point of overheat deals 1 hull damage at the start of your turn. So let's try not to cause an overheat. Okay, so beam sweep, like so. And that just did 6 damage. And shield up.
Shields up, Captain.
And end the turn. And there goes our shields. Okay, so... cards with the, ordnance icon like the laser pulse are precision attacks that can target specific enemy equipment. Try to drop these cards over an enemy equipment or card in the UI or over a piece of equipment on the ship model to attack it. Okay. And each enemy piece of equipment has a durability, which is indicated by the shield icon. When durability hits 0, the equipment breaks, preventing any actions. Enemy equipment is automatically repaired in 3 turns. And the durability damage from precision charge is indicated by the shield with an X icon over it. And right click to discard unwanted cards, freeing up a slot for a new draw next turn. Discarded cards go on cooldown just as if they have been played. Consider discarding cards that are not useful in the next few turns. So let's get rid of the target lock, send that off to cooldown. And then laser pulse on the heavy blast. And I don't have enough for the other laser pulse that I need to destroy that heavy blast. Right, end the turn. And right click to discard unwanted cards. Oh. I already got that message. Thank you very much. Deals 4 damage, so you are going on to the heavy blast. And that takes care of you. And block. End the turn. And now, yep. Discard, laser pulse. Okay, so let's try and disable the shield pulse. Nope. Yep, that's how you do that. And end the turn. Right, so I think they can only really use the shield pulse now. Laser pulse on the heavy blast. And block. 4 more shields. Okay, yeah, they're not able to do anything for me, to me. Right, so now you block and turn. I probably should have gotten rid of that target lock. So get rid of you. Disable you.
Enemy shields down.
And add some more block. End the turn. And there goes my shields. Okay, let's do a beam sweep. Like so. And there's the ship. And click on the flashing subsystem to add it to your cargo bay. Okay. Let's yoink you and leave. And now it's telling us to look at the mass refiner module to the reactor. We're hooking it up. It's crucial for improving our reactor's power output and strengthening the Magpie shield system. And yeah. Right, so reactor upgrades go here. Click on the upgrade icon button below the reactor icon. Each upgrade gives you 1 extra reactor power. Add your upgraded reactor power unit to mass by left-clicking on its resource area, like so. And then drag the infrared matter over to the empty slot. Oh, it's onto the modified cutter. And that's how you do that. Only one subsystem of the same type can be added to an equipment. So, on to the next round. Which is this one, I think. Or... yeah, I had to close that. And the remains of the station are in view. The things seem quiet, but the tension in the crew is palpable. Okay, so... yeah, it turns out we got a ship, in waiting, so let's, sneak up on them instead. And then punch them in the face. And crew members have abilities that you can activate at will during combat. To inspect crew abilities, hover over a crew member's portrait. Abilities do not use regular resources, instead they cost command points, which is the closed fist symbol, and have a cooldown after use. Your command point capacity is determined by the amount of crew on board, plus 3 max command points per crew member. Okay, so overload cannons. Next attack deals 50% when played this turn. You know what? I'll go for more damage. So overload the cannons and then beam sweep.
Enemy shields down.
And then block. And another block. If I can. Which I can't. Bummer. Alright, so incoming enemy missile. You can track missiles in the lower left part and the screen above your hull points. Missiles have a delay of 1 or more turns before they hit. You can defend against missiles by playing shield cards or shooting them down with special missile defense cards. So, block.
Shielding enhanced, Captain.
Laser pulse. And let's get rid of the firefly. Or start shooting that. And end the turn. Like so. Right, so get rid of the target lock. Block.
You are now shielded.
And laser pulse on the firefly. Or rather on the laser pulse. On their laser pulse, rather. And end the turn. Like so. Block. Okay, so laser pulse on the firefly. Because I want to disable that thingy so I don't have to worry about the missile. At the very least. And there goes my shields. Oh well. Let's see, beam sweep. And now they're on fire. They've overheated. So that's good news for me. And end the turn because I can't do anything anymore. So, laser pulse. Okay, get rid of the target lock. Beam sweep. And there goes the ship. And combat rewards, click on the flashing equipment to add it to your cargo bay, so... click on the add a card button to select a card to add to any piece of equipment on your ship that has available card slots to fill. So, let's see now. I think I'll take the blinding pulse for more damage. And take the basic missile right. And continue. Morale determines the rate at which your crew command points you charge on entering a node. Some choices and events can affect crew morale temporarily or permanently. And yeah, just begin the salvage operations. Okay, open your ship status UI, drag the equipment from the turtle bay and drop it on the appropriate empty hardpoint. And this will add 1 instant charge slot and the charge from that equipment to your deck while in combat. So yeah, I guess we have the missiles now. Rendezvous point. Incoming tight beam transmission from the Atlas. Mankind, this is the Atlas. We have a situation in Solari. As flagged us for interrogation, they most likely got all their sensors pointing at us until you meet up with their patrol ships. And any attempt to pick you up would incriminate us both will be fine, but I'm afraid you'll have to return to the station on your own, keep your burn minimal, and maintain a low profile until you're clear. And yeah. Proceed, I guess we're going to the alternate station. Okay, so main pass shown as a blue light allow only forward movement. Secondary pass marked by thin yellow lines permit both forward and backward movement. Moving to a node on a secondary path can seems and feel. So okay. Let's wait until the weapons are fully charged before engaging, and get the combat advantage. And yeah, I guess I'm going off pirate hunting now. Doesn't that make us the good guys by default? And the enemy ship has a flat cannon, flat inflicts random damage within a range. Attacks have a shredding value, hull damage from the flat that is equal to or higher than the attached shredding value triggers a shred status effect. On the target, each shredded stat raises flat's minimum damage by 1. Shred increases by 1 if not reapplied in a turn. So that's gonna be fun to deal with. Oops, didn't mean to get rid of that. Oh dear, I probably just screwed myself. So let's get rid of the flat barrage. And so, laser pulse, shield.
You are now shielded.
In turn. Right, so Star Flare. Well, I'd completely butchered that. It's Star Flare. And let's just launch the missile. And then block, and get rid of the target lock. In turn. Right, so that just impacted our shield and didn't do anything for us. And there goes the Star Flare. Okay. Let's use up another missile. And laser pulse on the flat barrage. Like so. I don't have anything left that I can play. In turn. Let's hope that missile does its job. And nope, but it did severely damage the ship, so that's good. So block. And beam sweep. And that takes care of the resources I have right now. I really should have used overload cannons. Oh well, it is what it is. So, laser pulse on the flat barrage. Take you offline, and there goes the ship. And let's take the PDC array and the card. I think I want to start increasing the missile rack. So yeah. And yep. And the point defense cannon you salvage from the enemy goes on the auxiliary mount, providing effective defense against enemy missiles. And yeah, it doesn't operate. It doesn't need a crew to operate, is all I'm saying. So let's just move on to repair station. And let's attempt to do some repairs. And proceed. And we got 8 hull points back. And yep. And I think we're gonna be fighting this one. So I just death to the pirates. And that spread shot can shoot down our missiles. So overload cannons. And block. And then beam sweep. And end the turn. Yeah, that did no damage. Laser pulse on... which one is more damaging? Light barrage, star flare? I think light barrage. Light torpedo. And end the turn. Ow.
Incoming missile.
Right, so PDC burst so we can ruin the missile's day.
Enemy missile intercepted.
Yep, that's the enemy missile taken care of. Okay, so I guess we're going the star flare. So they got 2 incoming missiles.
Our missile is down.
But, yeah, they didn't, shoot down all of them. So, block. Star flare. And turn.
Our missile is down.
PDC burst.
Enemy missile intercepted.
Laser pulse to, star flare. I want to take that out. Okay, we might actually lose this fight. So, block. Actually, I think I have a, overloaded shield. To a generator. Block.
Shielding enhanced, Captain.
And then beam sweep. And yeah. Alright, that should hopefully take care of most of the damage. And get rid of the target lock, block.
Shielding enhanced, Captain.
And I can't do anything else. Hopefully that was a good decision. Laser pulse on the star flare. And another one. And ending turn. So at least it doesn't get to use the star flare. Oh boy. Block. And cavalry is here. So at least we managed to hold out for that. So beam sweep. And here goes the missiles. Add a card. You know what, let's go for grid fire. And continue on. Looks like we arrived just in time, Captain. The director dispatched us for your safe return after hearing about the Atlas incident. We'll continue the pursuit of that ship. Your path to the station is secure. And, yeah. Home station up ahead, Captain. Preparing docking procedures. And it looks like we're meeting with the CEO of this. And yep. So, messenger signal abundant origins. Their data shows multiple star systems within the Breachway network were similarly affected, which led them to trace trajectories to a set of coordinates where they converge. Whoever this may be, the information is too dangerous to keep here. The Solari will come looking for it sooner or later. They are already moving their fleets too close to the system's breachway access points. They don't want this getting out. And yep, it's story mission time. And we're getting a Corvette class gunship. And yeah. Air blast. A well-rounded ship that strikes a balance between offense and defense. It boasts a pulse laser that performs best in multi-attack bursts. Marauder, reach the sector boss with the air blast to unlock. Not available in the demo. I guess we're going with the air blast, because that's the only one we can do. And I guess we're gonna be doing as long as we can, and blockade. Wonder why I'm preparing for combat on a neutral, system. Laser pulse on the, on their laser pulse. Barrier. And end the turn. And let's boost the damage output. I said boost the damage output, please. Oh, we don't have enough resources for that. That's why. Catalyst pulse. And target the laser pulse. And end the turn. Okay, so they finally took down our shields, but I think we're gonna be nailing their laser pulse. And they rose their laser pulse. And let's reestablish our shields. In turn. Let's go for laser pulse.
Enemy shields down.
And take out the shield. And let's go for conversation. Or conservation. Gain 1 energy for every 2 red pennies you spend this turn. End turn. And Catalyst Pulse. Take out the shields. And end turn. Laser Pulse. Barrier. End turn. Laser Pulse.
Enemy shields down.
Okay, get rid of that one. And get some more shields. Yeah, the enemy has done basically no damage to us right now. And that's mostly because of the shield spam. Catalyst Pulse. Okay, time to get rid of the laser pulse again. End turn. And laser pulse on the... Oh. Laser pulse. There goes the ship. And card. Let's go for booster pulse. Because that sounds fun. Let's see, how long have I been recording it in? Oh yeah, 34 minutes. Well, this episode ran away from me, and I think this is where I'm gonna call it. And I probably should have called it back at the station, but oh well. Anyways, I guess I'll see you in the next one tomorrow, so, yeah, stay tuned for that one. And that'll be posted at 3 p.m. Mountain Time US, as per usual. Bye!